as I remember.
A little bit about Victor Mature, because Janet told me that she went on African location.
Yes.
And Victor Mature was like, I'm not staying out here in these tents. I'm staying at the wherever. And
Oh,
then
really?
the Mau-Maus came and raided it. And he said he was hightailing it out to the tent. He wasn't going to be a prima donna anymore.
Oh, that's funny.
He was afraid of the Mau-Maus. They were like they were revolting. You know?
Oh, well, you know, that, I guess that puts another face on him, but listen, I just thought he was great. Lots of fun. You know, it all depends, I think, on your director, your film.
Right. Did you have any problems on location? Because Janet tells me that in the 50s, when she went on location, they didn't have all these air-conditioned things. It was really kind of roughing it, and they didn't send advance people, so you didn't know what you were going to run into.
Really? The only, you know, I had locations on some of the films, but they were very, I was very lucky to have the best of it. I really was. I mean, I didn't make B movies. All my movies were A movies. So everything was coordinated and done very well.
But you didn't find yourself on the edge of a cliff?
No,
without safety rails?
No, I did not. The only discomfort I ever had with, you know, being out was that the last film I made with Michael Caine on the island of Malta. And Malta is a beautiful place. Everything is monochromatic, which I love. I hate a lot of color, intense color. I like subdued things. And Malta was quite beautiful, except for the weather, which it sits on the Mediterranean, and it's always humid. And of course, I have a tremendous amount of hair. And every morning, you know, the hairdresser would get it looking absolutely perfect, and then we would go out on location. By the time we started shooting the scene, my hair was out to here, and I looked like a Zulu. That drove me crazy, vanity, you know.
Did you always had that hair? Did they spend a lot of time? You know what Mitchum said? He said, inside every great actress is 21 people. Makeup, hair,
It's
style.
true. It's true. I mean, when I think of all those fittings that I used to have with Edith Head, you know, I mean, you'd finish a film and then you'd go, you know, for the day, and then you'd go for fittings. So you'd finish, you know, fit all of these gowns, these suits, these dresses, and it would take hours. And there'd have to be a lot of changes made. So you'd have to go there the next day and the next night, the next night. I mean, by the time you got home for dinner, I mean, you were truly exhausted. I dare say we worked very hard. I'm sure that today a lot of the television people work extraordinarily hard. I don't think I'd like it, you know, because it's an incessant pull on your psyche. I don't think it's a pleasurable thing. Maybe it is for some. I don't know, but it wouldn't be for me.
So you're not interested in going on television?
Oh, definitely not. I'm not interested at all. I'm just interested in doing little things like this, having fun with you.
It's so good because Janet said that. She said they're not getting me on Murder, She Wrote.
No. Oh, and of course, all of us got an invitation to do that, and of course, I declined too, because, you know, when you are secure materially, you can say no to so many things, and you don't. See, I rather respect my body of work. I really do. I mean, if you match it up with a lot of other actresses, it has a patina. Maybe this sounds egotistical, but it does have a patina. It has individuality. And I would do nothing to crush that remembrance. And I would never submit to doing something like she's saying Murder, She Wrote, because I just don't want to mar what I've done. I've done what I've done, and I've enjoyed it, and I've closed the books.
As most great actresses do.
And that's it.
Right. I mean, I really think that people like Katharine Hepburn, they really understand, you know, that maybe under a special circumstance. But
it would have to be a
that.
very unique circumstance to, and also, I don't know. See, not having been in the what's the word I want to use? I'll just use circle for now. But in the circle of filmmaking today, I don't really know what it's like. And I'd love to know what it's like and compare it to what I know it to be, what I knew it to be. So I don't really know. I really don't have a comment on the product of today, even though I am dismayed more than I'm edified.
And why is that?
Well, because it has cinematic values, to be sure, but I don't know if it's heart, emotion, depth, profound feeling. I don't know if, I haven't analyzed it that much. I don't know if it's the script. I don't know, but there is something, there's soul that's lacking in most of the films that I see. And as I said earlier, the cinematic qualities, all of this, the technical stuff is brilliant. It's brilliant.
Right. But of course, you also see women doing things that you never saw them doing now. Like
That's
Sigourney
true.
Weaver,
Right.
these very physical things.
Right, exactly.
So it's also, I think, the way the society has changed, because
Right.
young women, like Jamie Lee Curtis, she has a completely different spin on the business
Does she?
than her mother.
Oh, I like her. I like her as an actress. I don't know her. I've just,
But she has
said
no
hello.
trouble saying to me it's all about money. That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Oh, I think so.
And feeling like
That's what I see. But when you think of how much a film costs today to make, it's staggering. And when you think of what actors and actresses are making today, it's staggering. It's extraordinary. Don't you agree?
Well,
When you think of
I do, but
Schwarzenegger, getting $20 million a film,
But-
and it's not because he's a great actor. He's a very personable man, but it's because he is physical and he relates to all the technical things, and therefore they can.
But you know what Roger Mayer said? Roger Mayer said that the reason that so many actresses are so nasty is that each film they perceive as possibly their last film, but there isn't that
There's
studio
so much
behind.
at stake on each one.
Right, and that
Well, always that adage has existed. You're only as good as your last film. And it's true. It's true.
But didn't you have security with the studios?
You had security, but you just never knew. You didn't get a 10-year contract. Your contract was picked up every year. And if you gave them what they wanted for that year, then your contract would be picked up again. But it wasn't a question of, getting that $20 million, saying, the hell with you, I don't need you anymore, sort of thing. Actors can do that today where they were not able to do it. I want to ask you one thing.
Sure.
Now, everybody says I'm an actress of the 40s, right? But I don't consider myself an actress of the 40s because I didn't make my first film until 1946. Okay, you came along. How can I be regarded 46, 47, 48, 49, 50? 4 years. Would you regard me an actress of the 40s for 4 years?
I think the reason that people say
World War
that,
II?
I think the reason that people say that is that the films that you were in were kind of the era when men were men and women were women. In the 50s, it started to get really ditzy again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like after they got rid of like the writers with the blacklists and everything,
We need
you
a
got
new
it.
tape.